Okay, so let me start from the briefing to this course, Introduction to Wireless and Mobile Networks. I think you understand this is an EMI course, so that's why I teach this one. I am teaching this one in English. So later we may have some Chinese if necessary. Well, about me, I have an email here, and this is CSI email, and from the Moodle, it's email from mail. All right, so from Moodle, it's mail. Sometimes I may send you the messages through the system of Moodle. Therefore, you will have an email from me, sent from mail. I expect you to use my email at CSIE, so you can use this one. So I prefer this one. And I also have the website. All right, so CSIE or mail, either one will be okay. And likewise, same as the my another course, I use this time period to serve as the office hour, Tuesday, tomorrow. And if you want to go to my office, this building, T4506. And this course, actually, we have a TA. I will ask my student to serve as a TA. And the TA, of course, try to let it have some possible resources. And about the objectives of the course of learning, this course actually, we ask you to be familiar with the techniques and system of wireless and mobile networks. Just for this one, so I let you have the objectives here. Identify. That says you need to know some of the techniques. All right, but we use the term identify. And actually, we are allow you to assess the system as well. And how to assess, we already know some tool. So we have a performance evaluation tool, and so that you will assess the system. And actually, you have the way to assess. We may have another way, mathematical approach, so you can evaluate as well. Well, in the course we have a lot of systems, and possibly we may ask you to explore a new system. For example, we start from first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. So 1 to 4G. And then, is it possible to explore the other system? Yes, for example, you can explore 5G, 6G, etc. Therefore, we use the past generation system to serve as the paradigms. That says the possible sample for you. And you can use the technique associated with the old generation system so that you understand to explore the new system. All right, so the goal or the objective of the course, we actually ask you to be familiar with the techniques of the system or networks. Of course, I don't know, not knowing the system. We also ask you to have the ability to evaluate the existing system and explore the new system. So I didn't have these, and we have the 4 objectives for learning and the course. Well, because of EMI, of course, we have the feature EMI already course. And let me point out some of the feature of EMI. So is it necessary to join the activity? Yes, I expect you to join the activity. For example, I let you have the activity to let me know are you a native speaker, right? Okay, so EMI, so you are asked to join or respond to the activity. What kind of activity? Previously, I already have a poll using the poll Agrawal system, right? And also, you may respond to some good discussions. But good discussion, in fact, just the leader needs to speak in English and share your discussion with the other students. All right, so you are asked to join or respond to the activity. This part we call participation. And of course, I also check attendance. Attendance, something like right now, we have a classroom here. I expect you to come to the classroom, right? And how to join? How to check? You join you join the course. In fact, we have Teams, but this time I do not ask you to use Teams to let me know the attendance records. No, this time no. Because of some reason, so this time I do not use Teams and use the attendance records on Teams. No. Likewise, I use poll Agrawal to have a poll and ask you to let me have your student ID and name. All right, so something like we have the traditional way to check attendance. Well, why it's called traditional way? Because I nominate some student and you need to raise your hand. But this time, no. I ask you to respond to that poll, that question. And so that you let me know your student ID and name directly. All right, maybe I change it to have a reverse direction. You post your student ID and name on that system, and so that I can see your name and the student ID. All right, so I use this way this time. All right, because we use poll Agrawal to ask you to respond to the poll. So this is another way, and I use that way so that I can have the attendance records. Okay, so you are asked to do some action like this. So I point out for you, and maybe some of a reason because of EMI oriented course. Well, so we have those activities. So we will have participation. And for the participation, in fact, I then have some activity to join. Well, one of the activities should be good discussion. If we have a good discussion, then you are asked to join the groups of 2 to 3. 2 to 3, because right now, maybe we have 20 students here. So I expect you have a group by checking maybe with your classmate whether he or she can join with you, and so that you can have a member of 2 to 3 to form the group. Okay, so this one, you can think about this and let me know next week. And if we have the groups, then we will ask you to sit according to the groups. For example, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So once I have the information, then I will ask you to sit according to the group. All right, so one of the activity can be the good discussion, and one can be the individual response to the poll on poll Agrawal. Right, so I let you know we have a system called Paul Agrawal. And Paul Agrawal, normally we can call it the instant response system. An instant response system, why we want to use it? In fact, it's true, I can nominate one of you to answer my question. That's possible. However, I try to use this IRS. Why? Sometimes you just want to let me know, but you don't think you want to speak directly. So I allow you to have a way to respond like this. But you try to learn gradually from IRS, and once you feel everything's okay, you can speak directly and raise your hand to let me know so that you can speak easily. So I don't have a way from IRS. If finally you think, well, it doesn't matter. Without IRS, I still can speak naturally or easily. That's great. So I just start from IRS because some of you are shy. Maybe some of you are shy, so I start from this one, IRS. And I select Paul Agrawal to serve us the system. Why I choose Paul Agrawal? Because this one has with fewer limitation, and so that it is not necessary for me to pay. If we have a large size classes, and then maybe I need to pay. For example, that semester I pay for this system. This semester I don't think so. So that's why I still think Paul Agrawal will be a suitable one for me. All right. One of the reasons because of cost. Lastly, I can reduce the cost to 0. That's why I still keep using Paul Agrawal. Well, about this one, I have a 7% associated with participation. Okay, later I can let you know if we talk about grading. And another one, we have attendance. I will let you know attendance later. And I think all of you understand you can join by coming to the physical classroom. This classroom. Or maybe you can join Teams. Teams normally, I think you understand it's a virtual classroom. But this time, I changed my way to not hang out Teams. Therefore, only when you are not available. For example, because of illness, you are not available to attend classes, so it's okay to use Teams. Or maybe right now we have the good discussion. I expect you to use Teams, and so that it will be easier for you to share your idea, your content with me and with the other classmates. So when we have the good discussion, then we expect you to use Teams. It doesn't mean anyone needs to use Teams. Some of you, if you just come here and anyone wants to speak, then at least that guy should use Teams, and so that we can have the content shared through internet, and so that project it on the projector through a projection, and so that we can see on the board here. So good discussion. Possibly one of students need to use Teams, or maybe you feel it's useful. For example, later we can let you know you want to have the closed caption. In shorthand CC, if you want to use a function of CC that says closed caption, then you can change the setting for your Teams. Why closed caption? For me, and later I can let you know, my setting is spoken language is English. So subtitles, which one you want to use? you can use English or you can use your preferred language. For example, you prefer Chinese or maybe you prefer your language. So you can have your setting. And this function we call CC, and CC can be provided by Teams. Well, if I want to use that one, then you think it's useful, so you want to use Teams. That's okay. Or maybe for other reasons, you think Teams can really have the beta support, so you want to use it. Sure. It doesn't mean I push you to use it. However, it doesn't mean you cannot use it. So if you think it's the right time to use it, go and use it. And sometimes, possibly, I may ask you to log out from Teams because of the other function later I can demonstrate to you. So sometimes it doesn't mean everyone needs to join on Teams. Sometimes I may ask you to leave Teams and we can have another proper function. Well, that's it. So